Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Meara here. You there? That's why I do this show, because you're there. I try to inform you, educate you, entertain you a little bit. Got my Lowe's Theater mug, which is starting renovations. I think they're out to bid for the construction work for the renovations of the landmark Lowe's Theater on Journal Square. Don't forget everything on the screen. You know, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Love us on Facebook. All them things. And don't forget the live stream Vimeo. That's where we archive all of our programming. For that matter, I just got contacted about re-upping. I thought I was good till August. I guess live stream Vimeo is going to tell me about some improvements, which probably have a price increase involved. Hoboken raised their municipal tax about 6.2%. This on top of the recent increase in the school tax. You know, is there any municipality in New Jersey that actually tries to reduce the cost of the city, to try to make it affordable? Stop the BS with the affordable housing. Because we're always, you know, we're becoming a Robin Hood. We're stealing from the rich, and not even rich, just, you know, doing well and giving to the poor in a sense here. Jersey City, we're talking about putting a 1.5% fee on new construction. There's always another fee. It's only a 1%. It's only a penny tax. It's only this. Well, that adds up. And when you look at Hoboken and Jersey City, they are either 1 or 1A in the most expensive place to rent an apartment. Somehow, we have to stop the BS with the affordable housing. You can't have affordable housing if the municipality isn't affordable. Great if you're getting a break on rent, but you can't afford anything else in that city. You can't afford to get a coffee down the corner. You can't afford to park your car. You can't afford to go to dinner in the area because it's so damn expensive. Somewhere along the line, there's got to be a point of enough is enough, where we try to figure out how the hell do we make these cities more affordable. And let's start with Hudson County. Good place to start would be Hoboken and Jersey City. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
If you need to see a doctor, RWJ Barnabas Health has 2 easy ways to do it from anywhere. You can see an urgent care provider 24/7 on any device with our Telemed app. Or use our website to book a virtual visit with an RWJ Barnabas Health Medical Group provider or specialist, even as a new patient. You've taken every precaution, and so have we, so don't delay your care any longer. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
We're back, City Show. Pat O'Meara here. Are you there? Yeah, we got to start getting things affordable. And it starts municipally, county, statewide. Let's start. We could bring the feds in, but let's start that way. What are we going to talk about today? First off, we're going to talk about 4 Jersey City cops who were suspended for using legal weed off duty. We're going to talk about the Jersey City to halt weed dispensaries for 6 months. Got a lot of weed action going on here. Then we're going to do some quick hits if we have enough time. The Jersey City Marathon was this past weekend. New Jersey looking to expand liquor licenses. And a television show on producing for Council President Joyce Waterman on the RTC. First up, 4 Jersey City cops were suspended for testing positive for marijuana, weed, in their system. Now, legal weed. Remember, it's legal here in New Jersey, and it's legal in Jersey City. We're dispensaries everywhere. We'll get to that in the next segment here. We knew this was eventually going to happen. There are situations that were going to happen because we have legal weed. And we haven't really put any guidance into what to do with legal weed and how we're going to enforce it, how we're going to detect it. You know, legal weed stays in your system for a long time. Illegal weed stays in your system for a long time, too. These 4 cops tested positive, have been suspended, and they are jointly, I believe, suing the city, and they will win against the city because they are smoking legal weed on their off-duty time. Nobody's going up to these cops and saying, hey, were you banging down some Budweisers over the weekend? No. Nobody's going up asking these cops what legal prescriptions they're taking. No. We went and tested them for marijuana, which is legal in New Jersey now, and in particular, Jersey City. It's not surprised this happened. It's probably surprising it's taken this long. When the legal weed came, when it became legal, they would talk about this. What are we going to do? Nobody did anything. It's surprising that we don't, over a year now it's been legal, we still don't have a handle on how to govern legal weed, particularly in Jersey City and in the state. But, you know, I'm doing a Hudson County show, and we're going to talk about Jersey City today. So Jersey City doesn't have a handle on this. These 4 cops will win their lawsuit against the city. You're going to pay. It will be your tax dollars that they get reimbursed with. Legal weed, like I said, it takes weeks to get out of your system. You know, Budweiser's take a couple of days, I guess. We got to come up with some sort of a plan here. If I got a cop that's, you know, up for 3 days and he's does some legal weed, yeah, I'm suspending him. We're not going to have a lot of cops. At least half the force, I'm guaranteeing you, probably smoke weed. I don't see how we can discipline these officers in the era of legal weed, especially when they're using it on their off time. Now, something has to happen because we've got to be certain that our cops aren't high when they're working on the job. But we really have no way of testing that. We don't know how long ago these cops have smoked the weed because it stays in the system for quite a while. The NFL, another thing we recently had legalized here was legalized sports gambling. You can bet on the NFL, you can bet on the NBA, you can bet on all sports in New Jersey. The NFL has rules in place that their players can't bet on NFL games. They can't place bets in NFL facilities, whether in their stadium, their training facility, anything to do with the NFL. They can't get on their phone and place a bet. Now, 5 NFL players were just recently suspended, and one was reinstated who was suspended for a full year last year, a wide receiver, who made a bet, you know, illegal betting, thought it was okay. It wasn't. The NFL has negotiated that into their contracts with the NFL Players Association, that you can't bet on the NFL games because you're a player, and you can't make legal bets on and in NFL facilities. You can't do it in the parking lot either, or the stadium. You got to get the hell out of there. There's probably some sort of a parallel that the city can get from what the NFL is doing regarding legal betting is to what the Jersey City should do with the cops and the fire department when it comes to legal weed. And sheriff's department should put that in there also. And that has to be negotiated. We have to come up with something. But the city and its residents have the right, and they have to have the right to know that their law enforcement, their fire department, their sheriffs are sober when they're on duty. Now, again, we can't tell you not to use marijuana unless we negotiate that into a contract. I don't know if that's possible. Where, you know, we've done this for a year, and we were proposing legal marijuana for even longer than a year, and yet, you know, these things pop up. We should have anticipated this. But if you just look at how Jersey City has handled legal weed retail stores, you realize we have no freaking clue here. This, with the police and the fire and the sheriff's department, should have been addressed long before. Like I said, you have the right to know that if our cops are responding to a call, a crime in progress, they're sober. So something has to be done here. I don't know how long technology and science will take before we can actually come up with a way of detecting how long ago legal weed is used, but the city has to be beyond the shadow of a doubt, beyond any, it has to be within all certainty that these cops aren't, or fire department, or sheriffs, aren't high. One accident with a squad car or a fire truck could be millions if that driver, they detect marijuana in their system. That could be a huge problem. We need to be sure. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. We'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care,
the latest clinical trials,
researchers working to find a cure,
and nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Stevens Jersey City Ford, certified parts and service located at Route 440 and Communipaw Ave, is your #1 source for Ford and Lincoln automotive needs. We use certified Ford Motorcraft products to keep your Ford running in top shape. Motorcraft parts are backed with the Ford warranty, which includes a 2-year unlimited mileage guarantee. Our team will have the right Motorcraft part to ensure the best performance from your Ford or Lincoln. You can order in person at the parts counter or online. Let us help keep your Ford or Lincoln in the best shape at Stevens Jersey City Ford.
We're back. Pat O'Meara here, City Show. Like I said, we have to be beyond certain that our cops and fire in the city, I keep throwing the sheriff's department if that's county, but it's law enforcement. We have to be beyond certain that they're sober. When they're performing their duties, they're driving their car or their fire truck. If there's an accident and there's weed detected, that's going to cost a lot of money. But what is astounding to me is here we are a year in with legal weed, and we knew it was coming before we legalized it. And yet we are still clueless on how to govern it. Whether it's what the next segment is legal weed stores in Jersey City here. We're still clueless on that. There's no foresight. Nobody looks forward. All right, let's get to the next segment. Staying with the weed topic. Staying with the weed topic here in Jersey City, the city council has passed a resolution halting the weed dispensary applications for 6 months because we are freaking clueless on how to manage the retail weed stores as we are, and how to detect and how to handle weed with our law enforcement and our fire personnel. And it got so bad that the city council said, stop. We got to figure out, we got to sit and figure out how we're going to go forward here, because we just keep screwing up left and right. And I agree with the city council, Council President Joyce Waterman. Yeah, we needed to halt this because it's just haphazard what's happening here. There's really no rhyme or reason to where we're giving the locations to. You know, we have lawsuits going on against the city over weed dispensary retail operations here in Jersey City. There's all sorts of conflicts on where we're issuing the weed dispensaries. My section of the Heights, Jersey City, my section of the city, Jersey City Heights, I think right now there are going to be 8 weed stores on Central Avenue. And like I said before, I'm not talking Central Avenue by the new courthouse that we extended Central Avenue out by, or to the border of Union City there. No, we're talking from Griffith Street to Congress Street. It's slated to have 8 weed shops there. Now, not only that, but they just approved another weed shop on Congress, about 2 blocks off Central Avenue, to be a weed shop. So I got 9. You know what? 9 of them aren't going to survive. Again, there was a cluelessness of how many of these weed shops do we want here in Jersey City? How many do we want in each ward? How many do we want total? How many licenses should we be giving out? How many okays? No idea. Since we're taking the 6-month halt in approving any dispensary applications, let's sit back for a moment and reevaluate what we have accomplished. Reevaluate where we put these weed retail operations now. Again, let's look at Central Avenue. You're going to have like 8 on the avenue and one like 2 blocks off the avenue on Congress Street. And I said this before, we need to protect the weed entrepreneurs, retail entrepreneurs from themselves. As I said in the previous show, if you put 8 McDonald's on Central Avenue, they all wouldn't be successful. Probably 6 would fail because there's just oversaturation on Central Avenue. You know, we've gone through this. We've seen it with the cell phone stores. We've seen it with the dollar stores. There used to be a lot of dollar stores on Central Avenue. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's one now. There's a lot of bakeries on Central Avenue, though, but that will run its course eventually. That ain't going to work. Can't have this many. And that's what's going to happen with the weed stores. So we need to protect the weed entrepreneurs from themselves, and we need to protect the wards and the local area. Because there was a murder at a smoke shop in Jersey City. There's all sorts of problems with the weed stores in New York City. We need to make sure we have the rules and regulations in place that doesn't happen here. So while we're at it, we should reconstitute the Cannabis Board. Blow out what we have here. What we need is a member from the council, the city council. We need a member from the zoning department. We need somebody on the planning board there. We need somebody from the building department there. We need somebody from the JCPD there. We need somebody from the law department there. Maybe somebody from the tax department. Somebody who knows how to use Google so they can figure out the distance between 2 locations. You can do that on Google. You put the addresses in. Google will tell you that. You want to make sure everybody on that board has some input into this authorization. Plus, you want to make sure everybody on the board is basically, we know what the left hand and the right hand is doing in Jersey City. That's not happening. We have way too many steps involved in this. We need to shorten the amount of steps for approval. We have to make sure all the pertinent departments in Jersey City are involved in the issuing of the dispensaries and where they are going to be located. You know, we got lawsuits going on here. We're authorizing weed retail locations within the 600 feet. And you could have done that with a Google. The other thing we need to mandate, since we're taking a 6-month breather here, is no cash sales at these retail weed dispensaries. That's going to be an easy target. They have to have bank accounts, and they can take debit cards, credit cards, that sort of thing. Purchase over your phone, no cash, because that makes them a really easy target for robberies. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Panepinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panepintodevelopment.com. Panepinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital, with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
We're back. City Show. We're talking about the legal weed stores, and the city has taken a 6-month halt on issuing any more dispensaries. So while we're taking that 6 months, we should probably sit back and reconsider what we haven't done already. Like I just said before, there should be no cash sales. And I know there's security in place. They're going to have, like, go for one door, then you're in the vestibule, and the next door opens up. There's back doors to these buildings. People can figure out where the employees are working. If there's cash involved, that's an easy target. No cash sales. There should be no home delivery of cannabis. Again, easy target. Not only, Grubhub and DoorDash, you put everything on the app, and that's fine, but that delivery guy is going to have pot in the car. Easy target for robbery. So all these things have to consider. We have to look down the road a bit to figure out how we want to protect the entrepreneurs, the city, and the residents from legal weed, and how to make it acceptable here that there's really no problem. Instead of each weed store having various beneficiaries to it, not-for-profit, a civic association, as I said before, there should be one account that you all contribute to, and that account will dispense the money to the various worthy organizations. Because, like I said, the 8 and 9 weed stores from Central Avenue to Congress, they're not all going to be successful. So what happens, some worthwhile organization is going to lose funding because their weed store went out of business. And believe me, some weed stores are going to be out of business. Let's take this time, this 6-month halt, to reconstitute the Cannabis Board, lower the obstacles, or eliminate some, to getting an approval, and figure out how many we want. The next step up is going to be the cannabis lounges, and that's even going to be more entertaining. We don't need to operate it like, I think it was somebody on the Cannabis Board, we're building a plane as we're learning how to fly. That is a terrible business model. So let's take advantage of the 6-month halt and figure out how we want to do this going forward. Where do we want the stores? How are we going to handle the donations? How are we going to provide for security? We want to make sure the employees are safe, no cash sales. That's a given. You don't want any cash sales. All right, quick hits. Jersey City Marathon. Very successful as I understand. It was raining pretty hard. What is embarrassing for the marathon, the athletes in the city, was the barring of 6 disabled athletes from participating in the race because of the equipment they used. This is a decision, now I don't think it's anything new, the equipment that the disabled athletes were going to use should have been made long before, the day before, where we have the mayor of Jersey City appealing to the organizers to allow these 6 athletes to participate. And as far as I know, they were not allowed. That's embarrassing to the city. It's embarrassing to our mayor. It's embarrassing to those athletes, the disabled athletes, and it's embarrassing to the athletes who participated all around. Had I had any say, those athletes would have participated, or maybe there wouldn't have been a marathon. But hopefully we can address this problem next year. All right, liquor licenses. I don't know if you've been paying attention to it. Governor Murphy is looking to expand the availability of liquor licenses in New Jersey. It's kind of funny. For a while there, we were trying to, get out, trying to slow down all the bars and liquor availability. I guess since we're going to have illegal weed everywhere, you might as well be able to get some booze too. If you start giving out liquor licenses to anybody who's applying for them, as it stands right now, it's every 3,000 residents from the census, every one license for every 3,000. Murphy is willing to give liquor licenses to breweries, restaurants, anybody who's looking to get one, and there'll be a fee. But when you put this many liquor licenses out there, it devalues the ones that are existing. And these have been held by families and businesses. Some of these licenses can go, depending on location, $600,000 to $800,000. You ever wonder why the Heights doesn't have any bars anymore? All those licenses went downtown. Those people, they sold their license for $600,000, whatever the case is. And if you don't think by issuing more liquor licenses to whatever business wants to get one, take a look at the taxi industry. How are those medallion cabs doing? What's the value of a medallion now since Lyft and Uber came in and they were allowed to operate without a medallion? These guys lost their drawers. That's almost the price. The liquor license and those medallions are almost the price of a home. These people worked hard for that asset. And when Uber came around, that everybody accepted Uber. Oh, all the municipalities. Well, the municipalities make a lot of money on those medallions. Now those medallions, maybe 20% of what their value was at one time. That was what will happen to liquor licenses. Plus, there'll be a lot more booze around. Even the liquor industry is saying, hold on, you have some licenses you never issued yet. Let me look at them first. I would pump the brakes on giving out more liquor licenses. And I said earlier in the show, I'm going to produce a show, the Jersey City show that we've been doing, the Jersey City Council show. Probably see a clip from Joyce Waterman's last show with Women in Politics. She's going to be hosting a show on the RTC, the Right to Counsel, for evictions here in Jersey City. The idea is to get as much information as possible out to the public. You're going to have a landlord-tenant attorney. You're going to have a representative from the Jersey City Apartment Association and a representative from the New Jersey Democratic Socialists. So it'll be an interesting show. We'll be taping that next week. I'm out of show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.